Hey everyone, it's Amy here and welcome back to my channel and welcome back to another Love It or Leave It segment. Today I'm going to be reviewing and swatching for you guys a brand new palette from Lorac that I'm sure we're all beyond excited for. At least I personally am, because Lorac Pro palettes are seriously one of, if not my absolute holy grail favorite eyeshadow palettes out there. This is the best formulation ever in my opinion. So I was super excited that usually on an annual basis around the fall time they release one of their new Pro Mega palettes. So this is the Lorac Pro Mega 3 palette, and I was so excited to get my hands on it. I got my first Lorac Pro Mega 2 palette last year. I unfortunately missed out on the first one because that baby sold out like no other. Like, it sold out quick, like super duper quick. And each year they've gotten a little bit better about stocking it really well and not selling out immediately and having it really stocked well in stores. So I'm hoping that they get even better this year and everyone that wants this can definitely get their hands on it. So this released early, exclusive to Ulta Platinum members on Sunday for the day to purchase it, and then it will be available for everyone at Ulta. Even though it says exclusively at Ulta, there is talk around Instagram and everything that it will be available at Kohl's and Lorac's website as well on October 2nd, and then shortly thereafter it will be available in stores. So I was super excited I got my hands on it early. That way I can share my review with you guys, show you tons and tons of swatches of all the beautiful 32 shades. That way you guys can make an informed decision ahead of time and decide if you guys want to pick it up when it releases officially on October 2nd. So here's what the palette looks like. It is gorgeous. It's also the most beautiful, but yet the biggest negative about this palette right here, and that is the packaging. It is absolutely stunning. It is white with rose gold touches. I mean, I'm a rose gold fanatic. I have rose gold on everywhere usually. Like, it's just gorgeous. I love rose gold. So when I saw this palette, I was like, oh my god, this packaging is amazing. It still has that weird same texture about it. So that is the negative about this. That with that kind of weird NARS, you know how NARS has that weird texture on their packaging, and that can kind of get really messy really fast and really quickly. Lorac does that with their Pro palettes as well, and unfortunately this is white on top of it. So this is going to get incredibly dirty really fast. I've already got fingerprints and everything already on it, and I haven't even had it that long. So unfortunately it is a high maintenance product, the packaging, because you do have to try to keep it clean. I honestly am like, meh, it's beautiful, but I'm going to kind of wipe it down here and there, but I'm not going to focus it on it too much. But that is the one negative. The one and only negative I can say about this palette is that although it is beautiful, it's definitely going to get really messy really quickly being white and having this material. But other than that, gorgeous, gorgeous packaging. And it actually comes in a really pretty box as well. This is what it looks like. It comes and it shows you the entire palette on the front. It has the beautiful rose gold effects, rose gold on the back. I mean, this will make an excellent, excellent holiday gift. Like, it's just gorgeous all in all, beautiful. So then when you open it up, you do get a big mirror. And then here is the gorgeous palette, you guys. Oh my god, when I saw these colors, I was like, yes, these speak to me. And we will get to comparing them compared to the other Mega palettes as well as the new Lorac Pro 3 palette as well, just so that you guys can get an idea side by side what they look like. But the colors in here are really beautiful. They're neutrals, but yet they all kind of have like this rose undertone to it. Even the bronzy shades are a little bit of a kind of a pinky purple undertone. Everything about this palette is just gorgeous. There's just the right amount of purples, roses, bronzy shades, brown shades, neutral shades, some black, darker shades over here. I mean, this palette is curated so well. I think it's definitely one of my favorite palettes, tied with maybe the Lorac 3. So maybe they're having really good luck with the third palettes in the collections being the Pro palettes and the Pro Mega palettes, but definitely this one and the Pro 3 are my favorites. So we will get to swatching a couple of them in a second. I'm not going to go ahead and swatch all of them because there's 32 shades, but you will see pop-ups of each of the rows swatched on my arm for a close-up picture of it, and then towards the end you will see a screenshot of all of them together. That way you can get an idea of what all the swatches in this palette look like next to each other. So let me go ahead and read you guys some information off of Ulta's website. Like I said, it does release to everyone on October 2nd, and it does retail for $59. You do get a total of 32 shades in here. If you guys are familiar, the regular Pro palettes, you do get 16 shades in here for $44. So it is a good value. And so a little information about what it says the palette is like. It says Go Pro with Lorac Pro Palette number 3. The limited edition, yes, unfortunately it is limited edition. They come out with these bad boys about once a year, usually in the fall time. The limited edition Pro Artistry palette is packed with 32 eyeshadows in an all matte and shimmer shades you need to create the hottest looks straight from Hollywood. Lorac's velvety smooth shadows are ultra pigmented with the maximum payoff to perform wet or dry so you can shade, shadow, line, and define your eyes like a pro. And so let's go ahead and talk about the formula about Lorac, because seriously, it's one of my favorites, if not my absolute favorite brand and line of eyeshadows. They're some of the best out there in my personal opinion. The mattes in here are actually all of them are very, very velvety and very smooth, but the mattes are seriously some of my favorite mattes that I work with out of all the brands and palettes that I use. I love them because they're very, very finely milled, very soft. They are a little powdery, not because they're chalky and crappy quality, but they just do have a little bit of kick up when you work with a brush inside the pan. Tap it off and you won't have any problems. It's not like you get fallout or anything like that on your face, but they are just so easy to work with, very smooth, very velvety. They blend like a dream. You can build them up, you can make them really diffuse. I mean, they just blend out incredibly. I love the formula of the mattes. And as far as the shimmer shades, they are amazing as well. They're not quite like a foiled eyeshadow like Makeup Geek, where they kind of have this density and thickness about them and kind of can crumble and they can have fallout, and they just have a very thick formula. This has a very lightweight formula that's really smooth and it just builds up so nicely. I like to take a flat definer brush and start in the inner corner and just build and build and build, and it looks wonderful. You can do one light layer or you can just keep building. I also love these because they work incredibly well with setting sprays or MAC Fix Plus to make them really, really metallic and foiled. So like it says, it's really good wet or dry. I mean, I can't say good enough things about the formula of Lorac Pro. If you guys have been watching me forever, you guys know how much I love the Pro formulas. They're just seriously some of the best, and you get these beautiful shades in here. You get purples, mauve shades, bronzy shades, rosy shades. Like, there's a little bit of everything, and then on top of it, there's a couple fun pops of color in here, which I think was really unique and different, and I actually really like that they kind of put those pops of colors in this palette. For example, they have the shade over here called Pomegranate, and then they have the shade over here called Rust. So these are kind of like the Outcast, a little bit more pinky and a little bit more orangey, and they are just beautiful, beautiful shades. I mean, look how like creamy and smooth and foiled these shades are. I mean, I love the Lorac Pro formula. I can't say good enough things about it, you guys. If you haven't tried them, you will be amazed by them. If you have tried them, then this is going to be the same amazing quality that you're used to. Everything about this palette is exactly the same as all their other formulas in the Pro line, with the Mega palettes and with the regular Pro palettes. Like, amazing. Nothing different about it. I've used tons and tons of these shades. I kept putting them on, taking them off, putting other shades on and taking them off, like playing with it constantly because they're just gorgeous. So let me go ahead and swatch a couple more shades for you guys as well, because like I said, I'm not going to go ahead and swatch everything, otherwise we'd be sitting here for days swatching 32 shades. But this one right here was called Cider, another foiled shimmer shade, like stunning. And this one right here is the shade that I have all over my lid. This one is called Brown Sugar, and the one right before it, Cider, I do have on the inner corner of my eye. This one is beautiful as well. It kind of has like a bronzy purpley undertone. And then this one right here is called Eggplant. This is a purple matte shade, and it's just amazing. Like, let me show you how easy that these blend out. Like, watch how easy these just diffuse and blend out. And this is just with my finger. I mean, look how amazing these are. They're so easy to work with. I just love the formula. So now let me tell you a little bit about the Mega palettes. The first one I will put a pop-up of because, like I said, I wasn't lucky enough to get that. But that one kind of had lots of browns and rich reds and burgundy colors in that palette, which was kind of indicative of that burgundy palette packaging. And then the second palette I do have right here, this one is blue. I found that this one had some cool tones in it. I do use this one a ton. It's got like cool tone purples, greens, ashy colors, like neutral tones, but this one definitely has the most variety. If you're wanting orange, green, purple, neutral, like if you want a ton of stuff in here, the Mega 2 palette is the way to go. But this is what that one looks like compared to this one. You can see, you know, a huge difference what they're going for. And then now let me compare it to the the Lorac Pro palette number 3 for you guys, because this is the one that you guys are probably thinking is going to be the most similar, because when you look at it, it's definitely got those rose tones, the neutral colors, like everything about it. But when I was swatching them, nothing about these palettes were identical. They do have a couple that are kind of around the same tone, but nothing was identical. Lorac usually does a really good job about not repeating colors or anything like that. So these do kind of look similar, but I think if you still have this palette, you definitely can still get this palette and use it and have a lot of use out of it, and it won't be like you're duplicating anything. But if you definitely didn't pick up this one definitely will be the way to go. And it's just beautiful. And so if you're not familiar with the Mega palettes, they have 16 matte shades up top on these 2 rows, and they have 16 shimmer shades on these bottom 2 rows. And I really like how they curate the palette that way. It makes it easy to be like, okay, I'm going in with shimmers now. I only have to look at these 2 bottom rows when I'm working with it. Now let's go in with my mattes and transitions, like it's all at the top. So it's a really easy formatted palette to use. So overall, this is definitely surprise a love it palette. I definitely highly recommend the Lorac Pro palettes to anyone, and I definitely recommend the new Pro Mega 3 palette, because this palette is amazing, the quality is amazing, the price is right, like everything about this palette is wonderful, and I highly recommend it. So I hope you guys enjoyed this love it or leave it segment on the new Lorac Pro Mega 3 palette and found the review and swatches helpful. If you did, give this video a big thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe so you can stay tuned to all my upcoming videos, and I will see you guys very soon. Bye!